It was great. Obviously, you dream about scoring that in the driveway or in the backyard your whole life, and you know, to get one there was pretty special. Yeah, unbelievable play by him and studs behind the net there. We've been be working on at our down low play of getting the puck off the boards, and he did exactly that. Made a great play to the net and drives you with an unbelievable pass. So yeah, credit to those two guys for setting it up.
Talk about playing on the driveway or road hockey, and you've got your childhood friend out there on the ice with you as you score. What was that moment like?
Yeah, that was pretty special. I think his smile and excitement was even more than mine. I think he was more happy than I was. I was a little shocked, and he was fired up. So, I just can remember playing street hockey. His dad would play goalie all the time in his driveway in West Roxbury. His dad was a good goalie, so to have that come true and to have him be on the ice and the first one to hug me was pretty special.
How does his dad compare to Mark?
Mr. Rathbone was really good. The only thing, he was our coach, so I didn't want to shoot too high because, he didn't. But, yeah, Markstrom was obviously a good goalie, but Mr. Bones is a good athlete.
You had a couple of chances or half chances last game. When the puck was coming to you, you probably had a pretty good idea that if you connect, it's going in. Did you have time in that moment to be nervous or think about what was about to happen, or did it just happen kind of instinctively?
I think it just kind of happened instinctively. It's so quick out there that it's hard to kind of think. I know last game, I've always been kind of taught, my coach in college was always be down and ready, bend your knees, stick on the ice, be ready for that puck when it comes. And I thought last game I wasn't really down and ready when those pucks kind of popped out in the slot. Just, maybe I was just caught up in just trying to, play hard my first game. And then this time I knew that if, when I'm around that net, I'm going to make sure my stick's on the ice and my knees are bent and I'm ready to jam it in if it gets there. And it kind of just popped out.
Talk about your first experience in the building.
It was awesome. I wish we could have, got the full 2 points, but the fans were amazing. It was loud. A lot of blue in the stands, so it was a really great first game.
2 games now. What do you think of the pace and adjusting from NCAA to the NHL? It's quite the jump. How do you think you're dealing so far with the pace?
Yeah, it's definitely a jump, that's for sure. I think I just got to keep working at it and trying to get better every day. I felt a little bit more comfortable today. Honestly, I thought I played better in Chicago. I don't think tonight was my best game by any means. But that, the speed of tonight was a lot faster than it was, a few nights ago. Calgary's a big, heavy team. They play really hard. So guys close on you a lot quicker. You got to know what you're doing before you get the puck. Guys defend a lot harder. So I think, I'm adjusting, but it's, hopefully it's going to take time, but hopefully not too much time.
In those first 2 games where just up against an NHL checker, it's like, oh, this guy's massive, something like that?
Yeah, Zadorov's pretty big. Tried to hit Lucic, and I just kind of bounced off him. There's Chicago was, it's just so hard because you get caught up in the game so much, and you're just focusing on just not tripping over your feet. But tonight, I thought, I was, there was some big boys out there, and kind of keep your head up a little bit.
You had that chance at the side of the net in Chicago. Tonight you have one similar spot, other side of the net, but a similar dirty area of the ice, and obviously you put it away. Can you take something positive from the fact that there's been a couple chances already on your stick there?
Definitely. I think, I think there's so many parts of my game that I can work on and be better at. I think, what I've showed so far hopefully isn't even close to the ceiling of what I can be, but I'm going to be a guy who's going to go to the net at the end of the day. I love scoring goals, and that's where goals are scored. So I know I can look at that as a positive that, if you stick around the net long enough, they're going to go in. So I've been there, and some have bounced in and others haven't.
Score in that Rangers Sabres game?
I was watching it a little bit when I was warming up. It was on the TV. How did it end up?
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No.
Go watch Jeff Skinner's game winner and his Elliott's.
Okay. But Levi did good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Skinner points him out.
Yeah, not surprised.
Where's your pucking go?
Probably gonna. I'm just here alone for now, so I'll bring it home when the season's over, and probably put it in the house with my first college puck, and maybe give it to my dad for his birthday.
It's tough. They had 6 power plays. We couldn't handle their forecheck. I thought they were dumping up a lot of pucks, and we tried to have a game plan. I thought a couple of guys didn't execute. We wanted on that heavy forecheck, but we battled back though. Give credit. It's a lot of 12 minutes of power play or minutes is tough. And then some guys sit the bench, so the flow of the game kind of sucked.
What was the explanation you got on the Pedersen heist there?
I don't know. I haven't still got one. I'm trying to. I got to figure that one out. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
They fired a lot of pucks at your net, but a lot was from the outside. Is that something you think he's?
Yeah, no, that's what Yossi was just talking about. The one thing, they had some good forechecking, but we kept them on the outside. I mean, Denver played great for us too, but the one thing, structure, when teams are kind of coming at you hard, which, they're a desperate team. They're trying to make the playoffs. You got to handle that pressure sometimes. I thought early on we were going away from pressure instead of staying with pressure against that two-man hard forecheck. But, like I said, then the penalties kind of took us out of the flow.
Does that happen a little bit in St. Louis too?
Well, yeah, I mean, some heavy team, two back-to-back heavy teams, so we have to realize we need to sometimes the good old-fashioned battle up high on the wall and get that puck out. And sometimes, we don't get it out, unfortunately, enough times when teams are doing that on us.
How good do you feel for McDonough, and what have you seen for him through 2 games here?
Yeah, I mean, I felt, great goal, obviously, and he actually had a couple of good shifts, and I couldn't get him out there because of the penalties and all that stuff. But yeah, it's nice to get him a goal. I mean, he almost got one in Chicago. He's a scorer.
What about Sheldon Dries on that play?
On the play,
With the McDonough's goal.
yeah. I mean, I think that line when Dries actually bounced back. He had a tough night the other night, and I think he bounced back. Had a good night.
It seemed like you kind of got contributions throughout the lineup in terms of offense tonight.
Yeah, it's not the same guys all the time. Yeah, it was a nice goal with Bolivier there. That was a big goal for us. 3 minutes left, we got the lead, and then we got to kill 2 penalties again. That kind of sucks.
Rick, do you like that Aidan's had 2 chances, basically the same area of the ice in his 2 games? Is that a good sign?
Yeah, he's not afraid to go there. We need guys like that, inside guys that can score inside. Yeah, it's a good sign.
Did you detect any slippage in your club's structure between this game and St. Louis? Is there any sort of bad habits you need to arrest before they become?
I don't know if it's a structure thing. A little more battle. We got to win a little bit more battles. Some guys, they got to get a little more grittier in situations. When you're going to play in a playoff game, there's some battles that you got to win. You got to get that puck out, or you got to stop that cycle. We're not there yet, and we got to get to that level, and that's getting stronger, anticipating a little bit, and meeting pressure with pressure. We'll get there, but hey, listen, another point against a desperate team.
On the ice, did the officials recognize that they'd made an error on the Dewar call?
Listen, I love Kelly Sutherland and Pollock. They're good refs. I don't know if they even realize what happened. I don't know. I thought a linesman can only blow the whistle if it's a double minor. And I thought Pete's stick got kind of flipped up. It was kind of hit him on the ear. It wasn't. I think you have to blow the whistle if it's a major or a double minor, something egregious. I didn't see that. I mean, Kuzi got hit in the head with a puck, and he had to come off as an own. So I don't know. It's a weird one. I still don't understand that. I'll get the answer, I think, from the league.
It's another game for Dakota Joshua playing one of your top lines. What did you think of his performance, kind of fitting in
Yeah.
his game into that line?
Yeah, I think did well in the penalty kill again. His game's coming. He's coming.
Can you take me through the decision to put Phil DiGiuseppe and Dakota Joshua on the ice in offensive zone face-off in overtime? What's the thinking behind that?
You guys are tired, and they almost scored a goal. I don't know. Is that what you're asking? I don't know. They almost scored. I would have been a hero, right?
Yeah.
Their skaters are big body guys, and Josh almost put that in.
Generational talent. Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.